So we're now into day 4 of the Week of the Young Child here on Second Cup, and today we're highlighting the importance of exploring through movement and play. And I got to visit with CEO of the Discovery Center, Wendy Taylor, talking about how places like the Discovery Center and just why it's important for kids to play and learn while they do so. Well, we're back with the Week of the Young Child here. Today we're talking about movement and playing here. We have Wendy Taylor, CEO of Don Harrington Discovery Center. We've also got Victoria Hughes here with us with Operation First 5. So thank you all for coming and visiting with us today. And so, Victoria, before we jump into everything, talking about exploring through movement and play, why is that such an important thing in those first 5 years?
Well, there are 5 basics that every parent and caregiver can do to support their baby's brain development. And one of those is explore through movement and play. And the thing is that the baby's brain is developed by the age of 3, 80% of a child's brain, and 90% by the age they're 5. So all these neural pathways are being built as a strong foundation for what they're going to do later in life. And what we know is with children who are moving around, whether it be crawling on a blanket, kicking their feet, all those things are so important to how they engage in the world, to influence their curiosity, which is a natural thing that children do. We want them to explore and play. And so those are the kinds of things that we think about when we're talking about the basic explore through movement and play, is how we give children, especially birth to 5, those opportunities to explore their world, be curious, and be safe too, of course, because we want them to be safe as they're exploring and moving around, but building all those muscles and also building the neurological connections for that, early scientists, really.
Absolutely, and I think it's a perfect segue into Wendy Taylor here with CEO of Don Harrington Discovery Center, as well as Wildcat Bluff, which both are just great places for that movement and that playing. So Wendy, kind of talk about that with your mission there at the Discovery Center in Wildcat Bluff, of how you incorporate that and how you can really engage these young kiddos and really, like I said, get that movement and playing, and also do a lot of learning in the process.
Yeah, so everything that we do at the Discovery Center and Wildcat Bluff is to support the development of children and learning. And we, it's all very intentionally designed. Now, the first 5 years are so special for anyone who's had a child or been around young children. They're very special and very challenging. And a lot of times, what is natural for a child of that age is challenging for the parent. We all know when a child starts to scoot around and walk around, and especially when they start walking and running in their toddler years, they're, it's all hands on deck to make sure that they're safe. So at the Discovery Center, we create a safe space where parents can bring their children, and they're free to explore. They're free to touch everything. They're free to climb. They're free to just feel and explore the world around them, and that is part of brain development. One of the beautiful things about the Discovery Center is its ability to help build confidence for children.
Yes.
So when you think about a child coming to a place for the first time and they are a little uncertain and then they get used to it, well, at the Discovery Center, it's a place that they can come to know. And then we can change things up and we'll add a new exhibit, but they know that they're at the Discovery Center and that things are safe. So it develops confidence and just really develops the connections that kids are making. So that's such a big part of what we do. We support learning for all ages. For the young children, we have a dedicated exhibit space that we're actually going to be redeveloping and relaunching later this year with a brand new space for young learners, our youngest learners, at the Discovery Center. Then we also have a couple of dedicated programs for young learners. Our Coffee and Cuties at the Discovery Center, which is a time that includes story time and an interactive workshop that our educators do with the children. So it gives a chance for parents to really learn about how to engage with children of that age, or new things that they could do with their children. And then we have toddler tracks at Wildcat Bluff. So that's a time when you can go outdoor, be guided on a very short hike that's appropriate for young kids. And also a story time and just another educational opportunity for parents and kids of that age.
And there's certainly some great opportunities for sure. So where can folks reach out to the Don Harrington Discovery Center, like I said, or Wildcat Bluff, to get plugged in with these events, or just to learn more about a membership possible with the Discovery Center? Yeah,
I mean, you can always go online. So we're actually under an umbrella called the Discovery Center Collective. So you can look at discoverycentercollective.org. or the websites for Wildcat Bluff or Don Harrington Discovery Center. Another great place to find us is our Facebook pages, Instagram, and you can just do a basic online search in Google and we'll usually pop up. So yeah, you can see what we've got going on. Obviously going into summer, we've got a lot of ideas for programs that we'll be doing to give the parents somewhere to take the kids and keep them entertained and learning at the same time.
Well, it's definitely a great opportunity to do just that. And Victoria, where can folks plug in with Operation First Five?
Yes, you can find information about the Basics and Operation First Five at thebasicsamarillo.org. We also have a Facebook page, Operation First Five Amarillo. But if you're a parent, a caregiver living here in Potter Randall County, and you're interested in getting the Basics insights, this is text messaging that's free for any parent or caregiver living here, and you'd get 2 text messages a week, one on Monday, which is a brain fact specific to your child's development, and then one on Wednesday, which is a try this, something they can apply, something you can apply that's easy to do. So you can sign up there or at the QR code as well at thebasicsamarillo.org.
All right, awesome. Well, thank y'all for visiting with us here today.
Thank
so
you.
much
Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Yes.
Operation First Five Amarillo invites you to join us in celebrating the Week of the Young Child, April 5th through the 11th. Scan the QR code for more information. 80% of a child's brain growth happens by age 3 and 90% by the age of 5, getting stronger as they connect with family and explore the world. If you're a parent or caregiver living in Potter or Randall County, sign up to receive texts about what your child's brain is learning and doing and how you can help boost your child's development. Scan the QR code to sign up.